Hey, it's Midnight Raven, and today is, I believe it's the 1st of February. Where has the year gone? Literally, it's gone in a blink of an eye. I don't know about you, but I do feel that it has dragged as well as gone quickly, like a cross between the two. I don't know, depending on where you live in the UK, we are still in a full countrywide lockdown. The kids are now not going back until March, which means homeschooling. Obviously, my son doesn't live with me. He's homeschooled with his dad, but still, it's a trying time for everybody. I've even got into watching Netflix now. Now, I haven't spent my time watching Netflix the last two lockdowns. I kind of kept myself busy. It was nice weather, but now it's lockdown in like what you call winter. I've actually been sitting watching Netflix. I don't usually sit there and watch box sets or anything like that. I'm usually out and about, but this lockdown is so cold and it snows and it rains and it's just cold and I just don't fancy going outside. So I thought I'd share with what I've been watching. So I've started watching a new thing to Netflix and it's called The Family. Now I don't know if anyone else watching this has heard about it, but it's really cool. It's to do with a group in America that's called The Family, and it's a bunch of politicians, and it's to do with the theology, the ideology, and the power that a group can hold within the political sector. And it features Donald Trump in it, and Nixon and all the other presidents, and it's about this group called The Family that don't rule the world as such, but they use religion as a way of getting their message across. It's a really cool program. There's like 6 episodes. I believe it's 6 or 5. There are 5 episodes, and each episode is about 50 minutes long, so it's not a long series. But I think it's really cool. It's something different. I wasn't expecting it to be. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. It's a kind of weird series. I've also watched a program called Blown Away, which is a glass blowing competition. I did watch series 1 and I binge watched series 2. I have to say I watched the entire season in an afternoon. I literally was obsessed with season 1. Basically, it's blow glass competition. There's 10 people. They each have a specific design they're meant to do each week, and then one person is eliminated. And then the winner gets a prestige award that's worth £60,000. And they get to go to a glass blowing school in America, and it's just so cool. And they have a face-off at the end where they have to do a blast glowing exhibit that covers half of the presentation room, and unfortunately the person I wanted to win actually did win it. Would you believe I actually picked the winner? It's a really cool competition. It's different. If you've watched like competitions before, like Bake Off and that, this is 10 times better. I found it just engrossing, and the art and what they can make out of glass is just fascinating. Some other things I haven't got round to watching yet that are actually on my watch list, because like I said, I haven't got round to watching a lot of stuff yet. But there's a new series called I'm a Killer, which has caught my eye. There's a series called The Night Stalker, which is about a serial killer called the Night Stalker who killed a bunch of women. There's The Ripper, who also is a serial killer, and he killed a bunch of women. He's known as the Yorkshire Ripper. There's new series of Inside the World's Toughest Prisons, which I wouldn't mind getting round to watch. I also want to watch a couple of movies. I want to see the Zodiac movie, which is now on Netflix, which I've been wanting to watch for a while. I also want to watch Enola Holmes, the series, because I've just finished playing the Devil's Daughter computer game, which is featured on Sherlock Holmes. and I saw that they've got an Enola Holmes one now, which is Sherlock Holmes's niece. Her mother goes missing, and they're meant to find her. Um, Also, I want to watch The Christmas Chronicles 2. I haven't seen it. It's on here. I just haven't got round to it. I also want to watch Bikram the Guru, who was a guru and yoga instructor who ended up making this cult. There's also it's a really weird program called Absurd Planet. It's basically a program where these animals talk, but it is meant to be so funny. It's like black humor, comedy, and they say some really weird, wonderful things. But it's funny because animals are saying it. It's a very weird concept. Then I want to see Ratched, which is a spin-off from American Horror Story series. I haven't even got round to watching that yet. And I still haven't seen 1984, the American Horror Story series, because that hasn't come to Netflix. I'm still waiting for it. There's also a program called Killer Women, which is about women that kill, which interests me as well. It's not just all men that turn into serial killers. And then there's also a program called The Toys That Made Us that looks at things like Lego, Power Rangers, My Little Pony, and looks into the toys that made our childhood that are still popular to this day. And then the last program is called Hitler, A Career, which is about Hitler's career, his whole final solution. And it's an investigative look into examining his talent for manipulation, the psychology, the image he portrayed to make an entire race believe in his word, and then to wipe out nearly an entire race with basically a gesture of saying let's kill them all. It's an interesting series. I recently watched World War II in color, the entire series, and I recently watched Schindler's List, and this popped up as a recommendation on my Netflix as a similar thing to watch, which has interested me. And then someone recommended to me Death to 2020 is a cool program to watch. I don't know much about it, but about obviously the 2020 year that wasn't. Apparently, it takes a look back at the mad glory in a comedic, retrospective way from the creators of Black Mirror. I've never seen Black Mirror, but apparently it's a really good program to watch. And then someone else recommended to me, because I was bored, to watch The Circle. I don't understand it really. Basically, it's a social experiment in a competition where the winners get £100,000. And they have to befriend and flirt and catfish their way to this money. Apparently, there was another one, was it a UK or Australian version of this? It's kind of like Big Brother's popularity, trying to be popular and everything and not get voted off, I'm guessing. I don't know, but I've been recommended it to watch, and I think I might watch it just for the hell of it, really. So comment down below anything you've been watching during lockdown, anything you would suggest me watching. I'm into, as you can see, weird programs, cults, serial killers, prisons, World War II, that kind of thing. You can comment down below anything you've watched, really, if you want to recommend it to me. I'm quite happily to give an episode a go, even if it's not totally my thing, because you never know what might spark your imagination and that you might actually like. Sometimes you can't tell a lot by a picture on Netflix. You even reading the biopsy, you're like, I don't know. But it can't hurt to watch an episode, even if I then go, well, no, I don't like it. So it's a trial and error thing with Netflix. Some things you're gonna love, some things you're gonna hate. But as I was saying, Lockdown 1 and 2, I didn't watch any Netflix at all. In all honesty, I was actually watching DVDs and that, kind of old school. But a lot of serial killer stuff, cult stuff, prison stuff has come to Netflix recently, and it's really sparked my interest. Before, it would have been things like Rude Paul, and stuff like that, then Sugar Rush, and stuff like that. But at the minute, it's more dark. I think it's because we're in a lockdown, because we're in winter. I've gone back to what I usually watch, which isn't to everyone's taste. I'm not asking you to watch serial killers and that to cheer yourself up during lockdown, because that's what I'm watching. That's my own personal choice. But you do you, I'll do me, and we'll get through lockdown together. So comment down below any recommendations for lockdown viewing, because I am going crazy. I've got some programs now that I'd like to watch, but depending on how long lockdown lasts, I might run out of stuff to watch. So comment down below any series you've watched recently, any films you've watched that you think I would like. As long as it's on Netflix, I can get to it. Or if it's on YouTube, I don't have access to any other service apart from E4. So as long as it's on them platforms, I can watch it. So if you want to see more from me, give me a big thumbs up. Like I said, comment down below anything you'd recommend for Netflix binging. And I will hopefully see you very soon for another video. Take care. And keep smiling during lockdown. It can't last forever. And I will see you very soon. Bye.